Hello, this is Julian Almonte from the Counseling Center at West Chester University. I'm here to continue to talk about grief, and we've so far have talked about relationships, self-care, and what grief may look like in general. Today I want to talk about how to cope with special days and holidays and meaning making. The first thing I want to talk about is the holiday season. Holidays and special events can be challenging and stressful times during the best of circumstances. They stir up memories of the past, evoking powerful emotions, and force us to compare our life situation to the past and to an idealized version versus the present. Dealing with a holiday or special event after a death or loss can become even more difficult after the first year. Customary routines are ended, never to be repeated in quite the same way. Here are some tips for this holiday season. Think about how you can get some rest and set reasonable expectations for yourself. Don't try to do everything and see everyone. Be realistic about what you can and cannot do. Schedule brief breaks to be alone. Try to tell those around you what you really need. Acknowledge to yourself that this occasion may be painful at times. And of course, let yourself feel what you're feeling. Express feelings in a way that is not hurtful. And don't be afraid to rethink traditions. Limit your time. Grief is emotionally and physically exhausting. Take time for relaxation and remembrance. If celebrating does not feel right, try volunteering this year. Remember, it's also okay to laugh and enjoy yourself during the holiday season. Give yourself permission to cut back on holiday decorations, preparations, and gift giving if it feels difficult this year. During this time, you may also want to think about the healing process. Starting that process might involve forgiving yourself, moving on in different ways, releasing uncomfortable emotions, finding and accepting support, taking care of yourself, scheduling and keeping appointments, doing things that you enjoy, managing your stress, listening to your inner voice, and taking time to be alone. Healing looks different for everyone. Review the healing pathway in the handouts. Notice if you are neglecting one of the 5 life domains as you look at the healing pathway. Another thing to think about is how you can start honoring the memory of a loved one that is no longer with us. You might think about doing something on the anniversary, doing something in their memory, such as giving clothes to charity, or something that they enjoyed to do. Sorting through photos and putting them in an album, with comment written next to pictures for benefit of family members. Establishing a fund in honor of that person. Or other ways that it feels like you would be honoring their memory. This can be a great way to heal yourself and move forward. Lastly, as we've often mentioned in these videos, grief looks different for everyone, and it takes a different amount of time for everyone to process all aspects of grief. When we talk about moving forward, think about how to minimize stress for yourself. One thing to do is to maybe think about timeline. When do you want to start something? What might be the first step? How long would that first step take? And then think about the next step. Try to break things down so that things feel manageable. Breaking them down into smaller tasks may be helpful. And lastly, try to stay positive. This is really difficult. You might even practice different affirmations each day, saying, I am taking care of myself. I'm hopeful. I gain emotional strength each day. I ask for help when I need it. I actually feel joyful at times, and I am surviving. If you have any further questions or want to talk further about the grief process, please feel free to reach out to the Counseling Center to ask for further support.